Millie from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for April 2022. So on April 1st, the very first day of a brand new month that is very focused on the life lessons of building, of enforcing boundaries, of focusing on the foundation, the routines, the systems that have fallen apart in the months previous, and where it is that we are going to build back our realities, our egos in a much better, much stronger way. So we do have this new moon in Aries taking place, really trying to kick us into this brand new astrological calendar that started with the equinox energy when we entered into Aries season just over a week ago. We technically have been in the past week of shedding, the past week of endings and closures. Again, many of us definitely having gone through that dark night of the soul over the last couple of months has definitely shook us up, made us realize where some dramatic changes, where it is that we need to muster up a brand new courage, a brand new bravery in order to take charge of our lives are very needed. We have a lot going on. We have this first day of this brand new month giving us a fresh and clean start. This kicks off the brand new astrological calendar, which is adding its own zest of life to this magical day. And of course, the new moon in Aries is ready to move forward. This new moon in Aries is taking place at 11 degrees, which is a master number. This is a magical manifesting number. It is a perfection number. It is a karmic number. Taking place at its most peak direct energy at 1:25 a.m. again Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is the very last quote unquote normal new moon that we are going to have before we enter into retrograde season, before we enter into eclipse season. This is a very powerful new moon energy, very, very focused on beginning again. Reviving ourselves, renewing ourselves, clean slate, fresh start. What are we going to do with ourselves? Now, let me just tell you, Mars is the ruler over this new moon. Mars rules over our physical energy, our drive, our passion, even our anger and aggression. If we're not careful, we need to move. We need to take action. We need to dig deep within ourselves and recognize where it is that we've been praying for things that we haven't even been exercising one little ounce of energy to actually pursue in our physical realms. Mars wants to see us move forward, be direct, be straightforward. And because Mars is currently in Aquarian energy, we are getting a shock to the system. We are getting surges of physical energy, surges of passion, surges of desire. We are being inspired at this particular moment to bust free from the old confines, the old restrictions of our old lives, our old identity, our old realities in order to start fresh. So if you haven't downloaded your moon guide, you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to take a look at where Mars actually ends up in your birth chart. That's where there is a brand new passion, a brand new energy going to be activated. You also want to take a look at the first house. This Aries energy rules over the first house of self. This is our ego. This is our identity. And for many of us, we've had such loss, such dysfunction, such rapid changes in our circumstances that we don't know who it is that we are anymore. We have to rebuild ourselves. That first house in your birth chart tells you, first of all, what energy rules over it, what the ruler of that first house is. But also, we need to look to where the Aries energy is alive and well in your chart as well. This is where your ego is going through the greatest change, where your identity is going through this great transformation, where it's being rebuilt, renewed, rebirthed. We want to take a look at the amount of fire in the cosmos. Many of us not used to all this fire energy. We've been lacking it for a long time. And now it's almost like we're overwhelmed with all this fire. This fire is passion, it's action, it's experience. Fire initiates, it aggresses. It literally brings life back to life. This is the spark that we've been lacking. This is the energy of aggression, of passion that we've been lacking. And many of us are overwhelmed. It has been a shock to the system trying to manage our physical energy correctly so that we're not burning ourselves out. Again, huge deficit to Aries energy is that we tend to burn ourselves out. Now, as you move throughout the moon guide, you're going to recognize that this is a fire dominant event. Now, we have a pretty special aspect taking place under this new moon event, and that involves both Mercury and Chiron. Mercury, of course, rules over our mental plane, rules over new information, new perspectives, new understandings, new ways of communicating and expressing oneself. And Chiron, the wounded healer, is here to show us where it is that we can have a different perspective and understanding to past wounds, past pain, past suffering, and where it is that we are going to acknowledge that in a different way, express that from a different place, from our heart, from our headspace, from our soul space, and where it is that we are gaining clarity on why some of these tough love life lessons had to happen in order to prepare us for this moment, because this moment is a very special moment in time. We are about to launch ourselves in a brand new path, a brand new direction. There are brand new soul contracts, brand new life lessons, a brand new reality that is literally being built by the magic of manifestation from the collective consciousness. This is not a time to sleep on yourself. It is not a time to dim your light. We have some very powerful aspects taking place underneath this new moon energy that will totally change the game. Yes, it's going to feel a little bit pressurized. Yes, it's going to feel like you want to act out on impulse. Yes, it's going to feel a little bit cray-cray inside of you because there are some dramatic shifts taking place on a biological cellular level, on an emotional level, on a mental level, and 100% on a spiritual level. We just came out of Pisces season. We had a lot of darkness to wade through. We had a lot of dreams to construct in our brains. And now we're breathing life to it. We are literally using those darker situations of our past pain and struggle and suffering to act as the catalyst, to act as inspiration for us to move forward, for us to take control over the elements within ourselves and within our physical environments that we have 100% control over to align us and orient us in the path, in the direction that will get us from where it is that we're currently at to where it is that we desire to be. That's why it's so important to do the shadow work. Move through the moon guide. Let it assist you in asking and prompting the right kinds of questions for you to do the shadow work. You have to feel before you can heal. Many of us want to skip that part of the whole process, and that is the most important part. So we have a lot of change. We have a lot of energy. We have a brand new focus, a brand new direction. We are feeling the shift energetically. We are feeling the shift emotionally, intellectually, and physically in our bodies. Again, there is some major cosmic weather coming in to the cosmos. Solar flares, CMEs. Okay, there is solar winds coming in at degrees and temperatures that we haven't experienced thus far. This is all part of the ascension process. And this new moon in Aries is definitely getting this whole freaking brand new calendar off to the greatest bang possible.